Hello everyone, Mr. Opinionated here, and welcome back to another Dead by Daylight video. And today, this isn't going to be a salted message video, as you can tell by the title of, the YouTube thumbnail. It is going to be a wholesome streamer playing Dead by Daylight on Twitch. I know, miracles can happen, but they do exist. They're just far more obscure than your more salty bitches on this game. And it was a decent enough match to think, oh, this will make a great video. And I wanted to show you, proof, evidence, documented evidence that they do exist. So let's watch the battle. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're on Father Chapel against 4 solo survivors. I found that out after. But if you guys enjoy this video, please be sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and do share this out with any other people that you think that would enjoy this video or are fans of DBD. Now, like I said, all 4 of these survivors were solo queue. And I reckon it would have been a much closer match if it wasn't for this particular Victoria that I'm chasing. Let's just say that he let the team down in many ways. He was basically the weak link, but there's other reasons to that later. So, on average, Michaela, the actual Twitch streamer herself, was the best player of the match, without a doubt. The Nia wasn't too bad either, and the other Victoria as well. I can't really make an opinion on his performance because he doesn't get to show it off, and you'll see why later. Anyway, so yeah, Michaela, the Twitch streamer, I watched her end of the stream. I looked back on it, and all I can say is she was just wholesome. She was just having a good time, and yeah, she did have difficulties with her team, I feel, but she still powered through, and she did show off her skill. And yeah, and also with the Nia that I'm chasing right now, I think she's one of those players that thinks that she's better than she actually is. Don't get me wrong, she's still decent, but I got that energy off her because you'll see later on, because she's a bit of a goofball, bless her. And we've got a double iridescent add-ons because I felt lazy, as you do sometimes in Killer. Sometimes you just gotta put on the best stuff and just feel, on autopilot. And also, she managed to get her glyph done, thank God. Because if she was in the middle of it, I would have just let her have it. I just would have, I would have stopped and let her have it. Because, just to let you know, if you're a killer and you don't let people get their glyphs, you're an awful human being. I just want to make that perfectly clear. Let your survivors and let your killers get their glyphs. It's a hard enough world outside. We play this to relax. Let them get their glyphs. So yeah, my build consists of barbecue and chili, nowhere to hide, overcharge, and deadlocked, which is a very solid set for Doctor. I always enjoy it, and I have the illusions with me as well, because I like to know where everyone is. I like to have aura reading and detection consistently in my build with Doctor, and I think that's what he's made to be. He's made to be, he knows where everyone is, kind of feel. So this is where I was this is what I was talking about earlier. He just gives up, and I didn't tunnel him, and I'm assuming he went over there to help out the Nia or to heal the Nia, but maybe some mixed communication. I don't know what happened, but either way, as you could tell, no surprise. He just kills himself and hook. Now, I'm glad that we've got bots now, but it still doesn't fix the problem people killing themselves on hook, which you can't do anything about. You literally can't do anything about that. which is a massive shame. But I don't understand people just quitting like a bunch of babies for literally no reason. Like, I know only one gen's been done, but that's only his second hook. And the fact of the matter is, you know, just giving up that easily just spoils the game for the rest of the people that are playing. And if you have the mentality going, oh, it's my game, I do whatever I want, blah, 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 then don't play Survivor. If you've got that, like, bad mentality, just don't play Survivor, end of. Don't rage like a little bitch just because you don't like a certain killer. You just deal with it, alright? We all have to deal with it. Anyway. By the way, did you see that illusion on the tree? It's very helpful. That was a very helpful illusion. I did hear this boom totem as well earlier in the match, but it wasn't much of a concern at the time because it was not near anyone important, I guess. Like, it wasn't being useful. And as you can tell, some illusion doctors have been useful though. Like, I've had an illusion there a few times, so I know someone is still there. And by the look of it, it's the Twitch streamer who is now going to perform the reason why I think she was the best person of this match. She gives me a decent chase here, which I'm assuming the other guys are on gens or healing, but either way, she was a good distraction. She slow vaults here, which is very clever, or it could have been quick and quiet. I believe that she had quick and quiet in this matchup as well, and it's nice to see the combination of quick and quiet and life. It's a very good combo. I highly recommend it. And she's in tier 3 at the moment. She knows how to move, and like I said, I look back on this, she knew what she was doing. So, you know, you gotta give praise where praise is given. And yeah, I reckon if the other Victoria didn't rage quit like a baby, they probably would have got more progress done. Now, this is the reason why I stick barbecue and chili on most of my killers, because when you get little gems like this, like hiding behind a tree, like, I get it's kind of like semi-dead zone, so she didn't think I was going to go over there, but I am a doctor. You do realise I've got illusion doctors around. It was just an odd choice, I guess. So, I hear the Victoria. So I know that they're on the opposite side of the map. I use this opportunity to smack that bad boy. And again, with the illusion of the doctors, I know one of them is coming towards the church. So all I gotta do is just head in front of it. And I spot me a Victorio! The decent one. Oh, the one that actually, you know, tries his best to recover. But unfortunately, I get there in just in the nick of time. And he's unable to save. Which is a little bit unfortunate. And I drop him here because if you listen carefully, I hear the Michaela in the background. And this is the reason why I said earlier that Nia's a bit of a goofball. She's trying to bait. Which, you see, I actually missed. Her dead hard didn't actually count there. I would have not have hit her even if she didn't use dead hard. But she, obviously, when you see someone swing, she panicked and pressed it anyway. But either way, the results came out the same. So you think that's it, right? You think, alright, you got everyone slugged. It's a GG from here. No. And you'll see why in a second. But I'd just like to say that, apart from the killing yourself Victorio, all these people seemed very nice. So, at least we went up, not just the Twitch streamer, but these guys as well. And yeah, there's no hook around me. Which I'm just like, as you can tell, she gets out of my grasp. But in hindsight, this is a good thing, because if this didn't happen, I wouldn't have not had the cute little interaction I had with the Twitch streamer. So I'm quite glad about this, looking back at the footage. So unfortunately I don't get the shock in time, and she actually does get the dead hard this time. So good on her, good on her. So they do recover back, so I'm not going to take my chances. I'm just going to kill off Victoria. I mean, I've already got this in the bag, I feel, but, you know, you never know. Now, here is where I actually make my first blunder in the match. I feel like this was actually my first blunder. For some reason, I think she's dropped. I hear her voice, and I believe that she dropped down, but it wasn't the case. Because if I looked at the scratch marks properly, there was actually blood on the left side where the Nia escaped. But Michaela was still at the top of the church. So that was my first blunder. So I'm glad it didn't cost me anything, because I think in normal circumstances that could have cost me a game. That's what I think anyway. But thankfully it wasn't too bad in this one. And I'm feeling confident that the Nia isn't going to do as well as Michaela in this situation. So she tries to bait again, doesn't work. I actually hear the Michaela behind me again, but I'm assuming she's going in there just to, like, give up, because there's no chance of them winning at this point. So, and then she has the audacity to poke my belly button, and I'm like, no, how dare you? You may have belly button fetishes, but not me, madame. You may be a pretty Michaela, but I would not let you get away with it. This Nia's going on the hook, and she's going to like it, god damn it. I give her a little cheeky bonk on the head for her little goofy play earlier. And then I see the Twitch streamer, like, you know, she wants to do her own thing, she wants to go down there. And you know what, it's about time. Survivors, you know, get off your high horse. Why do we have to carry you? Why do we have to drag your hairy asses to the hook? Maybe you should go onto the hook yourself. Maybe you should please the Dark Lord entity. Maybe we deserve a break. And then she has even more audacity to pick her own hook. Like, no! I am the killer! Bad Michaela! You go on that one! You go on the dirty one! Ha 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 ha! Mortal! But anyway, guys, we're going to be hearing the TTV now and her perspective in the end game chat. But if you did enjoy this, do hit the like button, do hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys hopefully for more wholesome streams. Until then, toodles!
GG, you were done in, yeah? Have fun in your future games. Thank you very much. Indianato? GG, you were the daughter. I can't believe you didn't put me on the hook. I chose Mr. Upton. Mr. Opinionated. How dare? I chose that hook. That was my hook. And GG, you were the Victoria that didn't DC and throw that game. Yeah, it's unfortunate. These things happen. But GG's, guys. I had fun with you. Thank you for the game. That was a good game. Except that, yeah. I mean, he just gave up on the hook. But other than that, it was pretty fun.